Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the ETH 2.0 merge, the London fork that happened earlier last year, and what all this means for the Illuvium price action. I'm going to give you the best Illuvium price prediction based on Ethereum and its movement over the coming years. This is going to be long term, but definitely stay through to the end to see what prices ILV could reach at the end of the next leg of the bull run, whenever that might happen. Let's do it. As always, thanks everyone and welcome back to the channel where I am Scoriox and I do the maths and you do that sweet degen. And as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and please always do your own research. Just once again, I'd love for you guys to be a part of the emergent DAO ecosystem. It's a gamefi system where there's so much community chat about different gamefi and DeFi and things like that. And we definitely talk everything Illuvium, Thetan Arena, DeFi Kingdoms. There are lots of creators in there, so I'd love to see you guys in there. I'll chuck the Discord link down in the description below where you can find the application and get invited. So without further ado, let's chat. First, I need to talk about what is Ethereum 2.0. Now, this is a giant upgrade that has been happening for the last 3 or 4 years. It's been going on quite some time. It will help curb the Ethereum gas fees, but it also has a lot of other effects. And to explain them, I have to first give you one point of context here. The London hard fork happened last year, and this is a big part of this, where it created a system where part of the Ethereum gas fees that we keep paying for all our staking and everything else, those $100 gas fees, a percentage of that actually gets burned completely. It's gone out of the ecosystem. And now with this next upgrade, which is happening later this year, and I'm going to explain at the end of this video why that is going to affect the Illuvium price and could make a lot of big bags in all of our wallets. And if you guys want to see more content like this and learn more about crypto in general, I want to be doing more of this content. Don't forget to like down below so more people can see this, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss any future updates. So the next big step is this merger. Now this is happening towards the end of this year, okay? And I've got an article here that explains it pretty well. I'll just bring that up. So this article here, I'll put this in the description if you want to have a read. I've done lots of research around this topic at this point, but this article probably gave me the biggest insight in a simple form on how to understand it. So if you guys want to learn more about this, this article will be a really big help and it will help you understand it better. But simply what is happening is there will be no more proof of work. Ethereum currently has proof of work and proof of stake. The proof of stake doesn't work quite the same or have the same premise as Illuvium staking. So try and separate them in your mind first of all. But Ethereum proof of work is essentially when you get miners and graphics cards and everything, and you use them to help mine blocks of Ethereum and then get rewarded in Ethereum, right? That is all great. Ethereum staking is when you essentially put up your Ethereum as kind of like collateral to show that you're invested in the ecosystem and you're rewarded for doing so. Similar to Illuvium, but for very different reasons. Let's put it that way. It's a bit hard to explain kind of how it works, but you'll see in a minute. So the big thing that's happening towards the end of this year or middle end of this year, hopefully sometime in about May, June, is something called what they're calling the merger. And a lot of people are referring to this as the triple halving. I can't stand that name. Basically, they only call it that because Ethereum supply will be cut down by 90% when this happens. What does that mean? 90% less Ethereum is going to be mined. I saw some statistics, and I believe it goes from about 1,280 Ethereum down to about 1,000 Ethereum daily mined. Now, that's a lot of Ethereum mined each day. However, on the contrary, the amount that's currently being burned actually far surpasses that. So what happens is Ethereum is going to turn into a deflationary mechanic. What does this mean? Is if the demand stays the same or goes higher, then as supply decreases, okay, you end up with an increased token price. Very simply put, supply decreases and demand either stays the same or goes up, and you get a better token price. Now, a bunch of other things will help pump up the price. Illuvium has its gamefi ecosystem and all that goes with it. Ethereum has a lot of incentives for staking. So people are going to want to keep reinvesting, restaking, and locking up as much Ethereum as they can to get a share, because another way they earn is they get a percentage of these gas fees. It's given to them. So they have incentive to stake on the platform and get all those fees. That means there's even less supply on the market and Ethereum goes up. Now, I'm not going to do any in-depth fundamental analysis or anything like this because other people have already done it. And a lot of the top analysts suspect that Ethereum could hit in the next 2 to 3 years, 15K per token. Now, that is massive. That is insane. So I want to bring this back to Illuvium now. Thanks guys for being so patient with my little rant there, but I'm going to bring this back. So the first thing I want to show you is the Ethereum chart. Now, why am I showing you this? I want to show you a direct comparison with the Illuvium chart. Now, as a really quick tutorial, you can hit this little plus up here. You can type in the chart you're after. I'm going to go ILV USDT on Binance. Click that, same percentage scale. Let's give that a shot. Now, what do you guys notice? Okay, I'm going to just put my screen out of the way for a second. It follows it identically. Illuvium and Ethereum track each other like you wouldn't believe. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth on the sort of price analysis that we are talking about here with where we can go and things like that. But I'm going to make a direct juxtaposition based on this 15K Ethereum price. Now, how am I going to do this? You guys are going to love this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that for now. And I'm going to measure this move up here. I believe this is the one. The one there's a move up here. I'm going to go to ILV first so you can see more clearly kind of what I'm trying to achieve here. There's this move here. Now, it was a direct pump. So I'm going to correlate the pump from Illuvium to Ethereum. Because what a lot of people do know, and you guys might not know yet, so I'm going to just quickly run through it now, is that the crypto markets like to trickle down. So Bitcoin might go up 5%, and then Ethereum might go up 10%, and then all your smaller caps might go up 30%, and then comparatively your tiny caps, like Doge back in the day, or like SafeMoon and things like that, might go up 50x. That's the comparison. They're usually pretty closely correlated, and you could see that because what that comparison was a direct percentage comparison. That's why they look so similar, because they went up and down the same amount, but it's a different percentage. Ethereum might have been 20% and Illuvium might have been 40%. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to compare that. So with this pump here, if we're going from mid-November up until the 1st of December, we're looking at about a 100% gain. Let's just say that, okay? So if I go over to Ethereum now, and I look at mid-November, which is here. There's a terrible example. All right, if I go to mid-November, and I go to the top of December, you're looking like a 6% gain. Okay, that's not a particularly good example, so we're going to just jump back, and I think we're just going to do this pump here. So if we go the end of October to, say, start of November, that is not many bars at all. But you guys are trying to see what I'm trying to do here. Let's say 65%. End of October, start of November. And if we just go over to Ethereum now, this is by no stretch like a really detailed way of doing price analysis between pairings, but it's a really simple way I'm showing you guys where we could reach with the ILV token. Okay, so I think it was end of October. Imagine if I get this wrong. All right, end of October and close to the start of November. This seems pretty appropriate. It's about 20%. So we're looking, in my personal opinion, we're looking at about a 3x difference, 20 and 60. That was about what it was. So if we now look at the current price action and we take it from 3K and we say 3K goes to 15K, that is a 5x. Okay, wait, is it a 5x? Yes, it's a 5x. 5x. So multiply that by 3 and we're looking for a 15x on Illuvium. Illuvium is currently hovering around $600. So if you go for a 15x on Illuvium, I'm going to use a calculator here because my maths is good with my spreadsheets, but not so good off of it. So if we go to 600 times 15, really simple maths here, we're looking at a $9,000 Illuvium. This is an insane price, closer to probably like 8,885 or something, but you get the point. This is an insane price for the Illuvium token. I know many of you are staking and getting those awesome rewards. You get up to this crazy rewards threshold. We got like 30 or 40 ILV. Maybe not for everyone. I'm hoping to reach maybe 20 at least. But 20 ILV by almost 10K, that's 200K. It's enough to change a lot of people's lives. And then we haven't even factored in revenue distribution, even more staking rewards and all the rest of it. Okay? And even consider this, your SLP pool has Ethereum in it. So when that appreciates, you won't miss out on those gains as well. There's a lot going on in this space right now, and it pays to listen and pay attention. Just know that even if the markets go down, there's a lot of good stuff happening in the crypto space right now. I'm not saying it's going to shoot us to the moon or fill your bags or whatever, but there is a lot of potential in this space for those long-term holders to be rewarded. Obviously, there are risks with anything, and this is not financial advice, but I recommend you just consider some of those really simpler facts before you make any crash decisions or anything like that as well. It's some really awesome stuff, and I'm glad I got to show you. There's a lot going on in this space. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and don't forget to watch this next video down there in the bottom left-hand... Wait.
It's doing that thing again.
Wait. It's happened again? Oh, crap. Ah, it happened again!